So we will take a new use of this saccharum lactis, or we can call it as a important use of saccharum lactis, that is placebo. So this sugar of milk is used as a unmedicated globule for for prescription of the patient. So we will see the certain conditions in which this sugar of milk can be act as a placebo, or the Stuart Close said it as a second best remedy. So without this good weapon, the homeopathic physician cannot practice. This is said by Dr. Stuart Close. Placebo is the second best remedy in the materia medica, without which no good homeopath could long practice medicine. So this placebo we can give to the patient in which conditions that we will see, because we have seen that this placebo or this placebo can be given in the form of powder, or this can be given in the form of tablets or pellets, but it should be unmedicated so that it will be helpful, or it can be a supplement to the patient. So it is also known as phantom rubrum or nihilinum. That means nothing is present in it. The doctrine of placebo from the Latin, that is the placere. It means to please the patient or to satisfy the patient psychologically. So this is a Latin word, placere. When the physician does not like to administer any homeopathic medicine to his patient, when there is, or we can say that there is no necessity to administer the medicine, then he can give this unmedicated substance. So he can give it in the form of a sugar of milk, and it can be dissolved in water, or this can be given in the form of tablets or globules, as I said earlier. The main purpose of this placebo is to satisfy the patient, so that we can create confidence uh, that he has been using the medicine, that he is taking the medicine. These unmedicated substances are called placebo. So we have seen different forms of placebo. That is, in the form of solid, we can give it in the form of sugar of milk. We can give it in the form of cones, tablets, and pellets. But in the form of liquid also, we can give placebo. Why? So this is your first question. Okay, how we can give placebo in the form of liquid? How we can prescribe it, and why we are giving in the form of liquid? So this is your first question. Now we will see in which conditions we can give the placebo, or in other words, we can say that what are the utility of placebo. So we can prescribe placebo both in the cases of acute diseases and chronic diseases. कब देते हैं placebo acute and chronic diseases में? When a well selected medicine continues its action. We know the every medicine has its action. That medicine may be acute, or that medicine may be chronic, or that medicine may be polycrest medicine. So to complete its action should not be interfered by any other medicament. We are giving placebo. But what happened, because of the taking allopathic medicines since long, the patient has a habit, or patient has a psychology कि we have to take the medicine every day. Because we are, if you are taking antibiotics, or if you are taking any vitamin supplement, or if you are taking any tonic which contains the minerals and vitamins, generally the physician asks to take it 2 or 3 times a day, depending upon the dose and depending upon the severity of the disease. So the patient is having the habit कि जब तक मेरा डिसीज ठीक नहीं होता है तब तक आई हैव टू टेक द मेडिसिन। और अगर आपने वो पेशेंट को बोला कि नहीं, माय पल्सेटिला और माय सल्फर इज हैविंग द एक्शन ऑफ 30 days, so I cannot prescribe you the medicine in between that, because the action of sulfur will get antidoted, or the action of the sulfur will not be proper if I will give you the another medicine. the patient को ये digest नहीं होगा, and hence for his or her satisfaction, for the satisfaction of that patient, we have to give this medicine in the acute and chronic cases to complete the action of previous medicine, so that that sulfur or that silicea or that pulsatilla or sepia will act properly, and it will be sway with the unbounded manner. It will be act without any interruption by any medicament, and hence to not disturb it, to act it fully, we are giving unmedicated globules. So during this period, for the psychological relief of the patient, and the patient is also known, yes, I am taking the medicine. So this will helpful for the increasing the immunity, and this will increases the faith on the medicine also. So in this condition, we are to continue the action of the medicine, we are giving placebo. Second is that most of the medicines start their action sometimes with the homeopathic aggravation. We know the three types of aggravation: homeopathic, medicinal, and disease aggravation. So in the homeopathic aggravation, what happens? The medicine will act after some period of time, and it may causes the intensification of symptoms. So during this, our aim is to not to disturb that patient. Sometimes the aggravation is severe, uh, so severe that even the doctor becomes confused. But if it is a homeopathic, then there should not be any confusion. It will be a healthy for the patient. And what happened in that case? Suppose you are prescribed the sulfur to the skin complaint, and after taking the sulfur, after 4 to 5 days, there may be the intensification of symptoms. There may the itching may increase of that skin complaint, or the discharges may be there. So these are the good indication. If your homeopathic medicine is perfectly similar, that sulfur is perfectly matches with your patient, so that sulfur will take some time to act on our body. So maybe after 7 days or 8 days, there may be the slight intensification, or it may be the more intensification. कि discharges are there जो previously नहीं थे, या itching उनको suddenly चालू हो जाएगी. So that may be the homeopathic aggravation. So at that time, the patient will rush to the physician कि ये symptoms तो मुझे पहले नहीं थे. Now these symptoms are occurring. What you have given to me, my health is now deteriorated. So all this panic condition वहाँ पे हो जाएगी. So if you are confident, and if you know that this medicine is perfectly similar and this is the homeopathic aggravation, then you can prescribe the placebo in this situation. So depending upon the situation, depending upon the aggravation, you can give placebo. Because अगर आपने वो सल्फर की एक्शन अगर यहाँ पे एंटीडोट की, तो आपकी पूरी मेहनत का कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा. आपने जो केस टेकिंग की है, आपने जो रेपेट्राइजेशन किया है, और आपने जो होम्योपैथिक मेडिसिन सिमिलर सिलेक्ट की है पेशेंट की अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिम्टम सिमिलैरिटी, अकॉर्डिंग टू टोटलिटी, ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ दिस होम्योपैथिक एग्रीवेशन वो कचरे के डिब्बे में चले जाएगा. एंड सो टू बेटर वे वी कैन प्रिस्क्राइब प्लासिबो. Lekin if the other types of aggravations are there, such as medicinal aggravation or disease aggravation, so we have to do, and we know कि आपको वहाँ पे severe अगर है तो we have to do antidote. अगर नहीं है severe, in that case also you can give placebo. In these circumstances, no medicine should be administered to the patient, but for the satisfaction, we should give placebo. बिकॉज दिस होम्योपैथिक एग्रीवेशन जो है, इसके लिए आपको इंटरफियर करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. and that placebo will not causes any type of aggravation. It will subside after the few hours we know, and hence we are giving placebo. The third condition is that when a patient comes to you after overdrug from the allopathic system of medicine, so or he may come from the homeopathic system of medicine. Overdrug means generally these patients are from the chronic diseases. The chronic diseases means the more than the 3 weeks patient suffering में है, या patient 2 3 3 साल से the patient is taking the medicine from the allopathy generally for the joints or for the liver diseases or maybe for the skin diseases. अपने पास ना ज़्यादातर जो patients आते हैं they are related to the skin and they are related to the joints, or they may come for the obesity, because diabetes and hypertension के लिए हम कितना भी चिल्ला चिल्ला के बोले कि yes we are having the medicine, they will not come to you. They know the allopathy better है, but we are also doing better. And एक थोड़ा सा सोसाइटी में ये भी है कि they will ask you first, for this disease do you have a medicine? For sciatica do you have a medicine? For varicose veins in homeopathy there is any medicine? So they are in a doubt कि अपने पास ये सब diseases के लिए medicine है या नहीं है, and that's why they prefer first either homeopathic or ayurvedic. So it is by that taking the medicine 1 or 2 hours, 1 or 2 years, so they are known as overdrug. So उन्होंने पेन किलर्स यानी एनाल्जेसिक्स लिए होती है, विटामिन मिनरल्स के सप्लीमेंट्स एंड एंटीबायोटिक्स, सो दे आर द ओवरड्रग. एंड व्हाट हैपन कि जो उनको ओरिजिनल सिम्टम्स पहले थे दैट दे कैन नॉट रिकलेक्ट कि उनको ऑस्टियोआर्थराइटिस हुआ था तो पहले उनकी सिम्टम्स कैसे शुरुआत कैसी हुई थी, दे आर नॉट रिकलेक्टिंग बिकॉज द साइड इफेक्ट्स ऑफ एंटीबायोटिक्स आर एडेड, देन द साइड इफेक्ट्स ऑफ द अदर उन्होंने पैथी अगर ली होगी तो उसके इफेक्ट उसमें ऐड हो जाते हैं, कभी कभी इंटेंसिफिकेशन होता है. सो ऑल टुगेदर दे मेक अ खिचड़ी and this will not help for us to do the prescription. So that condition is known as overdrug. तो ये अगर अपने we want the original symptoms. So if you are not getting the original symptoms, if they are of side effects या फिर अभी के जो symptoms है यानी new symptoms आ रहे हैं because of the using different medicines, then this will not give the perfect portrait of the disease. So this is the overdrug condition. This condition can be occur in the homeopathy also. Okay? Some physicians they are doing polypharmacy. So here also they leads to the palliation, and that palliation also will not give the clear portrait of the disease. So this overdrug condition we can found in the homeopathy or in the allopathy. So if the patient is having the history of such different use of different pathies, so first thing is you have to give the placebo so that the effects will be decreases for the some days. Generally, it is found that the case does not give you a clear indication for the similimum medicine. Here we should give placebo at least for 10 to 15 days. In this time, what will happen? Why we are giving placebo? The vital force can annihilate the medicinal substance due to overdrugging, and we will get a true and a clear picture of the disease. So we are giving some time to our vital force to free from that over drugs or to free from the effect of that drugs. Hence, we are giving placebo. So first condition we have seen in the acute and chronic cases where the action of the medicine should continue. Second, we have seen if the homeopathic aggravation is there or any type of aggravation is there, we are giving, if it is a very mild, then we can give the placebo. But on the other hand, if it is a medicinal and disease aggravation, then in the mild cases only, we can give placebo. Then if the patient is overdrug from any other pathy, here also we can give placebo. Sometime what happen? The medicines start their action after 2 to 3 weeks. Just now I have given the example. Generally, the syphilitic medicine or the psychotic medicines, they take the time to start their action. So it is found that after taking the case again and again, the selection of the medicine is correct, but we have to wait and watch for the action of that medicine. So that waiting period we cannot explain to the patient, and in that we can give the placebo so that the case will not be disturbed by giving the other medicine because of the hurriness or because of the panicness of the patient. So sulfur अगर आप देते हो या मक्सॉल अगर आप देते हो, so it will take some time to act on the patient's body. So in that case, you have to supplement your medicine. It may be the Nozod, it may be the Sarcode, it may be the any other medicine. We can give placebo. Next one is in the homeopathy, we give minimum quantity of the dose to the patient, and patient has a habit of taking the medicines 2 to 3 times a day. So, but we cannot prescribe or we cannot repeat the medicine in the mild or the moderate cases so rapidly. And hence, once suppose you are giving the medicine in a BD, you know the meaning of BD. Then in between the afternoon, you give a 1 dose of placebo. So you can mark on the bottles 1 and 2. So you can ask that patient, take the first dose from the bottle 1, take the second dose from the bottle 2, and again take the third dose from the bottle 1. So alternately, it is very easy for that patient. 1, 2, 1. Again second day, 1, 2, 1. In this way, you will not disturb the action of the medicine and the patient will also get satisfaction. The patient will be happy. So the number of placebo doses can be increased or it can be decreased depending upon the patient, depending upon the physician. The placebo may be given to the patient who having the imaginary illness. Psychiatric patient जो होते हैं उनके लिए we can give this placebo very nicely, because generally we are giving the lower potency to the mental patients. We have seen it in the posology. Though the susceptibility is good, but we are preferring the lower or the medium potency to the patient who are having the psychiatric problems. So here also they can be violent at any time or they may have some imaginary illness. So in that case, instead of giving the medicine, you give them the psychological relief by consolation and by using such dynamic aid, that is placebo. Sometimes what happen, the patient comes from the other pathy. So you required some time to take the case, or you will be in a hurry. Now I am not having the time, but we cannot say to the patient, I am not having the time. So in that case, what the physicians are generally doing, the physician asks that patient to come in the 2 to 3 o'clock before my OPD starts. Then I will take your case and I will give the medicine. ये उनकी strategy रहती है. So they will ask the patient to come earlier so that they can take the case properly and they can do the repetition and then they can give the similar medicine. But patient अगर आया है तो he want the medicine. He will come second time, but at the first time he want the medicine. So at that time you can give medicine, that is placebo. So in the morning if we come, if you are in a hurry, if you have the more patients and if you are not comfortable to take the case, if the patient is also not having the time, vice versa can be happen. So in that case, you just give him in the placebo and ask him to take the 2 to 3 doses after the certain interval and come in the evening before your OPD starts. Then you properly you can take the case. The patient will also have the time. You will also have the time and that case will be completed properly. So these are the practical conditions. This is not given in your book, but this is the practical condition ki to get the time for that physician to take the case properly. Second thing is that sometimes the case is completed, but for the repetization, for the selection of remedy, we also want some time. Nowadays, the softwares are available. Within a minute, you will get the many medicines on your laptop screen. But to choose from that group of medicine, we also require the time. We are not the machine. So if you are confused, if you don't have a time for the repetization, in that case also you can give the placebo and ask the patient to come tomorrow or come in the afternoon. So for the case taking or for the repetization, you can give the placebo so that you can give the best selected homeopathic medicine to the patient so that you can do the justice with that patient, not in a hurriedly you are giving something else and the patient demands something else. So to avoid this situation, we can give placebo. So these are the certain condition. या फिर the patient sometimes a hypochondric patient. Hypochondric patient means the patient is not telling anything. He will only concentrate on his chief complaint. But along with that chief complaint, we required physical generals, we required pathological generals, we required past history, family history. So when you will go into the second year, you will get the format of the case taking. So in that we require the whole history since his birth. So we want the other things and he will not ready to give you the history. So he will only emphasize कि मुझे ये problem है. You give the medicine on this only. So that is a hypochondric patient. बहुत ज़्यादा बड़बड़ करेगा अपने chief complaint के बारे में and he is in a hurry कि मुझे ये मेरे पेट दुख रहा है ना. So you give the medicine for that only. That is his intention. So in that case you give him placebo. So psychologically he will get the relief. So these are the certain situations or conditions where we can give placebo. So to continue the action of medicine in the homeopathic aggravation, when the overdrug patient or the certain medicines which start their action after the some period of time. So to supplement your medicine with the, you can supplement your medicine with placebo for the imaginary illness, for the mental conditions, and to get the time for the selection of medicine or for the case taking. In that case, you can give placebo. So these are the certain conditions where generally the physicians are giving placebo, and hence Stuart Close said that without placebo no one can practice homeopathy, and hence he called it as second best remedy. Supplement कर सकते हैं हम लोग placebo के साथ. We can adjust the time, we can adjust the doses. So this can be a second best remedy. Sometimes in the because we have seen in the posology, when the improvement is going on, we should hands off for prescribing the medicine. In that case also we can give placebo. So supplement करके दे सकते हैं, aggravation avoid करने के लिए दे सकते हैं, panic condition में दे सकते हैं, hypochondric patient में दे सकते हैं. So there are so many uses of this second best remedy. Hence it can be used very promptly and nicely by the physician for the patient. Okay. Uh, about this placebo, Dr. Hanimas has also mentioned in the 5th edition and in the 6th edition of Organon. So in the 6th edition of Organon, in the aphorism number 281, he mentioned that in order to be convinced of this, the patient is left without any medicine for 8 to 15 days. Meanwhile, giving him only some powder of sugar of milk. So these are the certain uses of sugar of milk. Uh, then why we are using the globules or the powders? So it is good in taste. It is not very hard as compared to the cones and the pellets, and it is having a little bit crystalline nature. Hence, we are, and it is most important is very nicely soluble in the water. In this way, we are giving the placebo for the patient. So we have completed about the saccharum lactis, its preparation, its purification, staff process, also its properties. In that we have completed purity test and the certain storage and the effect of the placebo or the effect of the saccharum lactis on the patient, or in which condition it is beneficial to us. So all these things we have seen. So your in this session your question is why we are giving the liquid vehicles also as a placebo. The solid vehicles तो हम लोग देते ही है, but why we are giving the liquid vehicles also to the patient. One thing I have to mention here, the small change in the strategy of your lectures. Previously, I am not taking your lectures on the Friday and Saturday, as I am having the organon of third year on Friday and second year on Saturday. But some changes are made by the management, and they say that only I have to take the lectures of first year. The second year and the third year lectures are only on the 2 days of week. So in that, my lecture is not there in the timetable as per timetable. So I will only continue your lectures फ्राइडे एंड सैटरडे. जो आपको ब्रेक था मुझसे वो अभी ब्रेक आपको नहीं मिलने वाला. So you have to bear me for the all the 7 days of a week, not the 5 days of the week. 5 day week आपका अभी खत्म हो गया है. So you have to bear me on Friday and Saturday also. I am thinking that once my paper will get corrected, of the few of them have corrected, the some are remaining. Once we will take a live session on the Zoom, and on that day I will post on that session only, because to post it on the YouTube it is compulsory for us. So that discussion I will post, no problem. So on that day we will discuss some papers. On that day we can clear our doubts, because now the timetable is displayed on the by the university. It is displayed on the college notice board also. Your examination in the month of September. So now we are having the clear target कि exam होने वाली है नहीं होने वाली. In that dilemma में थे. Now it is clear. Yes, first year examination is there, and I am very confident कि ये साल 100% result लगेगा first year का, and that too of pharmacy. I am very much confident because we are studying this pharmacy since October and November from last year. So you are lucky that you are really got 1 year span to study the first year. So very soon we will meet live and we will discuss your doubts and of course your marks also. But don't discuss in the common group about the examination. I will let you know the marks of your pharmacy very soon, because I am starting the correction of paper. But because of the less amount of time and because of the other works also, I am checking your papers only 5 to 6, because it strain on my eyes टू सी दैट छोटे छोटे आपके हैंड राइटिंग, और उसको कोई किसी ने सीधा भेजा है किसी ने उल्टा भेजा है, तो उसको पहले रोटेट करना, सो उसको टाइम लगता है. एवरी स्टूडेंट एटलीस्ट हैविंग 35 पेजेस, so it takes some time. Definitely in the next week or after that week, first we will take a doubt session and then we will do the discussion of the paper. And I have written the points also there कि आपका क्या छूटा है, आपको क्या लिखना है. So don't worry, individually मैंने वो sheet तैयार की है. Okay, so read it again from the book. If you have any difficulty you can ask me at any time. Thank you.